Today we're going to start moving towards a kind of a tricky topic. So we've done some inequalities, but now what we have to do is we have to take these inequalities and we have to graphically portray them or show on a Cartesian plane which or where it's true. So in the previous video we looked at this and they said, well, if they give us a number line and there was a 2, let's say that's our critical value, 2 there, and they said, okay, well, x is going to be bigger or equal to 2, then we would make this shaded dot and we would make a little, arrow that way. And this is, of course, our x-axis. But if we were to make this a Cartesian plane with the y-axis, and I asked you, hey, where is x greater than 2? Then no longer, we're not only going to look at the x number line and only this. What's going to happen is if I were to draw any values anywhere here, okay, just assume this thing's going on forever. There we go. All of these coordinates, if I were to take this coordinate, that x value would maybe be 3, the y value, I'm just making up stuff, maybe 3, I don't know. And here an x value might be, I don't know, 6, and the y value might be 2, and here the x value might be, let's make that also 3, it's pretty much in line there, but this might be a -1. And this might be x value also 6, and then y value -2, for example. All these x values are greater than 2. So anywhere here from this point onwards, everything's going to be greater than 2. So what I have to do is when I want to show this, well, let's keep those there. What I will do is I'm going to make a line here. Hopefully I get it right. There's my line. It's a very straight line. You can see I use my ruler. And everywhere where x is greater than 2 will be on this side. And usually in these questions, what we have to do is they'll say color or shade the area that is true for the inequality. Shade the area that is not represented. So basically all of this, anywhere here, you can either draw lines if you're doing this in pen or use a pencil and kind of do a whole shade this out. Because everywhere that it's shaded, this will be untrue. Now there's a way to test this. I can kind of use that coordinate, which is 0, 0. And if I were to put x as 0 and I wrote x is greater than 2, or was this the 0 is greater than 2, then if I look at this, 0 is not greater than 2, right? That doesn't make sense. So I know this spot over here is untrue if I were to think of it like that. And then I know, okay, that's in the area that's being shaded. We'll do a couple because it's a little bit weird. But the point I'm trying to make is that when we have an inequality, we can draw a line. We'll go into different types of lines we're going to draw now, but we will draw a line, and everywhere that's unshaded will be true, because anywhere that's unshaded, x will be greater than 2, and everything that is shaded will be kind of untrue. That is where x is, well, this inequality is not true, it's false everywhere in this part. So let's do another one. Let's do one with a y value. Okay, let's do y is greater than 3. So if I had a Cartesian plane, there we go, and then this is the value 3, where do you think y will be bigger than 3? Well, everywhere above the line. But in this case, 3 is not included. So when we draw this, we're going to have to do a dashed line to show that 3 is not included. And we have to shade everything that's not true, the part that's not being represented. Now in this case, y is bigger than 3 everywhere above my line. So I will just do the opposite and shade everywhere below the line. Cool. In the next video, we're going to look at some diagonal lines and then take it from there.